Hey everyone, welcome to TradinginDemand. It's Braden, and today it's gonna be a very simple video. I'm gonna try to make it fast, just for you guys. And we're just gonna go over some action I saw Friday, some accumulation and orders with the order flow and liquidity, and I'm gonna show you guys some delta through a recording I made of the trade I took. And that's really all. I'm gonna try to make it fast so you guys can get back to your life and do whatever you guys need. But until then, we can jump to my second screen, get right into it. Alright, before we get into it, if you guys wouldn't mind, go in the description. You guys can click the link to take you to my Discord. Here I try to put my commentary throughout the whole day, what I'm seeing, my trades, everything else I talk about. I try to do it every day, but because I have a day job, it's kind of hard. But we can get right into my morning plan of what I was expecting. So for Friday, I was wanting us to come down here and possibly hold 3860 right here. And I was wanting for us to make a triple demand for the week. And for last week, last Thursday, I wanted to see a double bottom, which I'll show you guys on the charts. But I wanted to see us hold these demand zones down here and possibly bounce and hold so bulls can keep us above 3,900. Very key psychological level, I would say. Besides that, there's not much others to explain here, so we can jump right into my charts. We'll jump right into this chart where I find my low volume nodes and I find everything else. Let me turn off graph. There we go. So here, what we were seeing was for multiple days now, value got pushed up. We were down here on the lows of Friday, last Friday. And then we got pushed up. I made my last video, if you guys want to check, right here this day. And I was saying in here, if we cannot stay above these lows right here and keep pushing higher and keep moving value higher, then we're most likely going to move back down here and either go in a range or break these lows. Sadly, value could not get pushed up higher. We had a big old drop on Thursday. Thursday was just a bloody day. I did not enjoy this day. But then we can move on to Friday. I'm not sure why these are like this. But Friday we had a very the overnight session was moving up, and then we kind of sold off all day into Friday. Let me bring you guys back to bars. Yep. Moved back up all day, and then we kind of had a sell off, and then we dropped all day. There's really nowhere. If you didn't enter up here or here, there was nowhere really for you to get in. So I did not take this short, mostly because I was being patient, and I was waiting for us to come to 3860, where we are right here. See my cursor? And I actually did take a trade here. There you guys. As soon as we came down here, I entered here. I messed up my entry really bad. It was not a good entry at all. Sorry, I'm kind of stuffy. But I entered here, and then I closed two of my position at 4 points, and then the other one went to about 8 to 11 points, I believe. That's how I've been doing it, so I can cover my risk and pay for the next trade, and then let the other one be a runner. It's been working for my confidence wise. Lets me get my risk off the table. But besides that, how I do my trades, I'll show you guys this whole area where I was. Sorry about that. I'm very unprofessional. Where we were, and we actually did make supply here after we moved down past it. Oh wait, what's way higher? But yeah, we were making supply on our way down, which made me think that this zone, if this was to hold, we would need a bunch of buyers. We would need strong action to push us above, and we did not see that at all. So we just broke through and just kept selling off. After this play, I really didn't play anything else because I couldn't get a good read on the market. I'm on a new platform, so I didn't have any demand down here at the time. I didn't have any charted or any key levels. The only key level I had was the 3848, which we did see some buying at and some selling. So it still let me know it's still there. It's still key level. But we blew through it, made a little bit of demand down here, and we made new demand off old demand. That's letting me know buyers are still pushing price and they're still wanting it. And the whole way falling down, we were just accumulating orders, just go accumulating, getting all the orders in. And that was just not that good to me. I saw that. I was expecting for us to bounce. Basically, it was basically how we did. Just like this. And yeah, I'll show you guys how I saw this. But before I do that, I want to show you guys these supply and demand zones down here, because I feel like it's good for everyone to learn and be able to use these. So when you see demand form at the lows, you don't really want to just take it just to take it. You really want to see demand get formed off old demand. So you can see right here, we had a drop. I'll go up here actually. We had a drop, basing period, drop. That was the supply zone that we created. We pushed down some more, drop, basing, drop, another supply zone. And if you couldn't tell, the supply zone that formed all the way down, they're not that strong because we're seeing accumulation for the big buyers, the big institutions to get their orders in. They can't do it all at once, so they have to layer them going down. And I'll show you guys in the video I show you. But besides that, we made demand, drop, basing, rally. We got the rally. We didn't break the lows down here, so decent rally. We come back down. We actually did make a drop base rally, but the wicks are just too long for me. I don't really care for them. What I did like was right here. We can go on a 30-minute. Let it load. Takes forever sometimes. I'm not sure why. Alrighty. So on the 30-minute, we also made this whole zone, but we made a rally base rally with a huge rally right on value area low, letting me know that we're staying in value. We're pushing up back to where buyers want to be, where sellers want to be, right at the point of control where the most amount of trading has been. So with that all taking place, I was not active at all throughout this time. I was just watching it kind of. And yeah, that's really all I saw. There wasn't much to it. My trade was very simple, had a very simple analysis, very simple plan. And we can jump right into my recording. Alright, right in the recording we are. So I'm gonna jump us right here at 9:49. You could see that we were still up under point of control, right above value area low, and above the 3898 area. If you remember, I was wanting 3860, so we can just go a little faster. You can see that we're just accumulating orders. They had their orders to get in every point. You can see 3886, 3886, 3885. And while these are being accumulated, they're slowly building their position, because if they all got in at once, they just wouldn't be able to. And that would form a demand zone if they weren't able to actually. But because they do every 1 point, they put about 200 to 100 liquidity. They can slowly get in while it's dropping. Slowly get in while it's blowing through demand, hitting low volume nodes. You can see here, when we come back into this low volume node, liquidity pops up. They're still wanting to push it down lower so they can get more of the entries filled. And you can see the delta flip. We had some buying, and then we immediately saw some selling right here. We had 201 on the lowest min delta. I'll just keep bringing us down right to about where my... Alright, so we're in... What I was wanting is to get in at 3858 3857.75 or something like that, around there. I put my limits at 3858. That was beautiful, honestly. It was a great trade. But for some reason, I don't know exactly what I was thinking. I thought I got in a little too early above my zone because there's so much liquidity. And that's my fault. I need to learn to clean this up. But we're here. They have some orders still sitting. What I was really waiting for us is to drop down, get into these orders. But we just were not able to. I was hoping to get a safer entry. But I got my entry here. And me being kind of slow, skip ahead. I messed up my entry. I closed it too early. I don't know why I did this. I just wasn't thinking. But on my sim account, that you guys will see in a second, I actually did take the trade. So after we moved up, I saw we had some continuation, and with all that accumulation we had, I was expecting a good rally. So we moved up, broke above demand. I was like, that's good. We're doing good. I was hoping for us to drop back down into the low volume node. We did, drop right back into it. I held my position. Some liquidity popped up to keep us going. But what made me worry was all this liquidity that popped up here, and we don't have many buy orders. There's not really anyone here fueling the party. So that was maybe kind of risky. It was kind of made me worry just a little more. But we saw a little base period. You always have to have a little pullback before you go higher. And I know that from my years of trading. Not too long, but see, now we have buyers. Buyers are popping up, showing liquidity. Delta is staying green. It's having troubles here, which is making me kind of worry. But as soon as we were able to keep pushing higher, right into this liquidity, I had 2 targets taken off at 4 points. Move my stop. Usually I would do this all on my chart, but I'm trading at Apex, $25,000 account. Doing okay on it, but that's why I'm using NinjaTrader. Alright, I thought I had more points from that one. Not too good, only up 106. If it lets me go a little ahead. Alright, here on my sim account, this is what the trade should have been. Trade should have been me. Oh yeah, trade should have been me getting along at 3858, taking 4 off here at my 4-point target to cover my risk and pay for my next trade, and then holding the rest till I saw some divergences in price and buyers and sellers, or just until I felt like we weren't going to keep on higher. This one trade was $116. This trade was really only about 40 to 50, so I really messed up. I'm gonna use this in the future to get better understanding. But my profit targets and how I get out of the trade, beautiful. Can't complain. And you can see we slowly move back down. And this is all before we had the huge drop that blew through all my demand zones, and I stopped trading for the day. But you can just see here, we're so heavy on the bids on the ask side, and not as heavy on the bid. That's let me know that sellers are still very present, and it's gonna be kind of hard to keep going up like we have been. So to finish everything off, I'll show you guys some more stuff real fast of what I'm expecting for next week. So we were expecting today was the drop. We were hoping for this to be like a basing where we are now. Maybe come back down here and break these lows like we did actually. Not as low as I was not expecting us to go this low. But we got down here, broke the lows, and I was really hoping today would be a rally candle, so we'd be able to push back up and at least close over here by above 4,000, hitting the weekly VPOC maybe. But we just could not do that. Buyers were not able to sustain higher. leaving a spinning top or a doji, showing me that buyers aren't really, it's really indecisive right now. We can move lower, we can move higher. It's really hard to say. But yeah, that's basically everything. I hope this video is not too long, and I hope you guys learned a decent amount from it. Maybe, hopefully. But yeah, you guys have a great day, and thank you for checking in on Trading Demand.